Hidden near the town of Gryfino in western Poland lies one of the strangest places in Europe. A forest that looks ordinary from afar, but reveals something completely unnatural the moment you step inside. Here, more than 400 pine trees share the exact same impossible shape, a sharp 90-degree curve near the base, all bending north before rising straight toward the sky. This is the Crooked Forest, a place that has challenged scientists, travelers, and historians for decades. At first, you don't even notice anything unusual. The forest is quiet, peaceful, almost typical for this region of Poland. But once you get closer, the trees start to look wrong, as if something forced them into identical shapes. The curves appear at the same height. The angle is nearly exact on every trunk, and the pattern repeats with unnatural precision, stretching across the entire grove. These pines were planted around the early 1930s, but no one who lives here today remembers anything unusual about their early years. The forest simply grew, and at some point people realized it didn't grow the way forests normally do. There is no other grove like this anywhere, not in Europe, not in Asia, not in America. The Crooked Forest is unique and unexplained. Over the years, several theories have tried to explain how these trees got their shape. The most common idea is that humans shaped them deliberately. In early 20th century Poland, curved timber was valuable for building boats, furniture, and tools. Some craftsmen intentionally bent young trees to grow naturally into useful shapes. So maybe this forest was meant to become a future supply of curved wood. But the biggest problem with this theory is the complete lack of evidence. There are no records, no photos, no witnesses, and no documentation of such a large project. Shaping one or two trees is common. Shaping more than 400 is something no one ever admitted doing. Another theory suggests heavy snow or strong winds pushed the young pines down before they hardened. But nature is chaotic. Weather doesn't bend hundreds of trees at identical angles in the same direction at the same height. If snow was responsible, the result would be messy and random, not organized and precise like this. A more mysterious explanation points to magnetic or geological anomalies. Some visitors claim compasses behave strangely in the area, but soil studies found nothing special. No unusual minerals, no magnetic interference, nothing that could twist a forest into matching arcs. So if it wasn't weather, and it wasn't the soil, and it wasn't a natural phenomenon, then the answer may be connected to something else entirely: history. During World War II, the region around Gryfino was evacuated. Villages were abandoned, documents were destroyed, and many families never returned. If someone had experimented with wood shaping here, the records could have disappeared during the war. The people who knew the truth may simply have vanished in the chaos, taking the explanation with them. Today, the Crooked Forest draws thousands of visitors every year: hikers, photographers, researchers, and people who just want to feel the atmosphere of a place that refuses to reveal its secrets. Some say the grove feels peaceful. Others say it feels unsettling, almost like the trees are frozen in mid-movement, caught in the middle of something we can't understand. But despite all the theories, no one has ever proved the real cause behind the curves. Not scientists, not historians, not locals. The forest remains a quiet puzzle, a reminder that even in our modern world, full of technology and information, some mysteries still survive. And maybe that's the true charm of the Crooked Forest. It doesn't give answers. It simply stands there, crooked and silent, inviting every visitor to decide for themselves what shaped these trees nearly a century ago, and why the truth has never come out.